bills. Oh, and by the way, you guys, you can't take videos inside of the jewelry stores, okay? This girl didn't realize that. Someone was like, can't take videos. So I have some videos that I posted up here. That was a little sneak peek. Hello, my beautiful, creative, and fabulous friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Toy, and we are back with another wedding series video, okay? We have had some developments in the past couple of weeks, and I just wanted to come on here and just chat with you guys. Just, girlfriend to girlfriend, bride to bride, friend to friend, and just talk about like some of the things that's been happening, some of the things that we've been working on, and also the plans that we have for this wedding series, because I've been like experiencing these things and also taking notes, so I have things to present to y'all. And I've already got my little schedule written down, so just know that more videos are coming on how to brand your wedding, how to work on your engagement videos, styling, themes, and then also things in the timeline that you should be checking off. So it's a lot of fun, a lot of content that we've got working up towards our wedding next May. And yeah, I hope that you guys are along for the journey. And while I'm at it, while we're talking about coming along for the journey, are you subscribed? Are you subscribed? Please, please be subscribed. If you're not, please take this opportunity to do this now. Okay, and please like, share, and make sure you click that bell so you're notified every time I drop a video. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Where do we start? First of all, do you have a glass of wine? Okay, cheers. I feel like we need to celebrate every moment during this wedding planning journey that we're on, because we don't have so many moments to really experience and be in the wedding bliss all the time. Life happens, reality happens, but when you get a chance to sit down and watch videos that are wedding related or do things that are wedding related, it should feel like a celebration. So that's why, I've got my little glass of wine, cheers to you. And we're gonna jump right on into this. So, okay, we did some really fun and spontaneous things today that we happened to check off our list. And so I'll get to that in a second, because it was very spontaneous and I'm glad that we did it, because it just like helped move us right along. But I'm gonna save that for not last, but I'll get to that in a second. Let's start off with my mom's dress came in, okay? So a few months ago, my mom and I went to Castle Couture, and we found her a dress, okay? It was absolutely beautiful on her. She tried on a few different dresses, and I just wanted her to be comfortable in it, and also feel beautiful. And so some of the dresses that we were trying on wasn't really like her style, and it's hard because when you're wearing formal dresses, we don't have that many opportunities where we get to dress up formally like that. So how do you really know your formal style unless you try on a few different ones and you're like, I like how this hugs the body, or I really don't like how this hugs the body, so we went through a couple dresses. She tried on this beautiful baby blue dress. Oh my gosh. And because my wedding is in the spring, I was like, it doesn't have to be a specific color, but it has to be in this range of colors, like pinks, purples, blues, spring colors. It can be pastel, doesn't have to be, it can be bright and vibrant, but stay in that realm, no dark colors. So when she found that dress, I was like, oh wow. Like, I was taken aback, because I started to envision my mom walking down the aisle in that dress. It started to put the day together for me. And knowing that she was going to feel beautiful, and knowing that she's proud, and knowing that she is all put together and she looks her best and feels her best, I think that seeing all of that wrapped up together with the dress made me emotional. I was just like, oh wow, what a beautiful moment to envision your mom, walking and actually radiating with pride and love in that dress. And so you guys will eventually get to see it, when we post some of the wedding videos. But I was like, wow. Okay, fast forward to this last weekend. Her dress came in, and we had planned to go in for the first try on. So what we learned is that, when the dress comes in, you try it on. It's not your first fitting. It's just them trying it on to make sure that it fits, and to even give the seamstress, the person who's doing the alterations, an opportunity to listen to your ideas and what you would like to be altered, and for them to give you a quote. So that's what we did. And let me tell you, my mom is fly. Okay, my mom. These ladies were in there with their daughters when we went there in the dressing rooms, and most of them were there for their daughters. There were a couple brides in their dresses, and there was one bride with the veil on. I'll tell you about that because, I was like, I need to see veils too. But I had thought about that before I got there, okay? So I was like, we're here on a mission to try on dresses, and I want to see some veils. And so the moms were like, wow, you look so beautiful in that dress. My mom was getting compliments left and right. That's how I knew we got the right dress, because I did cry a little bit when I saw my mom wear the dress when she first tried it on a couple months ago. So when I saw her in it again, I was like, oh, this is just like absolutely gorgeous. So she was just so happy and smiling and beaming, and just like, I was like, yes, this is it. That's what we want, And one mom was like, she was like, did you get that dress from here? She's like, yeah. She's like, do they have that in any other colors? Because I didn't see that one. And I was like, sis, don't change your mind now. But she was like, I got a black and gold one, and I like it. People would be surprised. And I think she was just trying to save face because her daughter was kind of looking at her like, what? So I was just like, Jesus. Mom, she looked great. So, yay. So after she tried that on, they came, the person who does the accessories, who accessorizes, she took my mom's scarf and wrapped it around her shoulders and did this like rosette looking thing. It was so pretty. So we were like, yeah, we want that. We want that whole look, shadoodle, okay? We want that whole look, okay? And so then after my mom was done, I asked to try on some veils. And so the lady came in, and she, I guess, is in charge of the veils, honey, okay? She was just like, they call me the veil, I'll save that word for later, but she was just like, I'm in charge of the veils. Can I see a picture of your dress? And I showed her the dress, and what she did was, I don't know, I didn't think of this, but it made sense. It was what I was trying to do, but I didn't know what I was looking for, because I was on Etsy, I was on eBay, I was on Amazon, I was looking for veils everywhere, and I really didn't know what I was looking for. I thought I was looking for something that I wanted to see, but I didn't know how it needed to match the actual dress. So I'll save some details for later when you get to see it all. But when she zoned in on the details of the dress, she brought back veils specifically that complemented those details, right? So she's just not going to bring you something that's just like, something all willy-nilly just to get a sale. So I was very grateful for that, because when she looked at my pictures of me in the dress when I first bought it, and they give you a veil and like a little bouquet of flowers so you can envision yourself, honey. She was like, I don't like this veil. She was like, this veil does nothing for this dress. Absolutely nothing. She's like, I don't know why they gave that to you, but it's neither here nor there. Let me go get you some veils. I was like, well, okay. Bring on the veils, okay? Bring on the veils. So she came. I put my hair in a ponytail just to kind of like, give it some support. And because I don't really know how I'm gonna do my hair. I kind of know. I've got a good idea, and we'll touch on that too. I hope you got your wine because I got a lot of catching up to do. I don't even have a full beat face today, honey. It is what it is, okay? It is what it is. So the first veil, I was like, yes, it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It goes perfectly. Like, it's just the details were just perfect. It was everything that I wanted. And they loved it. My mom loved it. The veil lady loved it. And we took pictures and everything. And so then she was like, okay, let's try it on the second one. Second one was pretty, but it wasn't it. I was like, nah, it's not like the first one. And then she's like, all right, let's try on the third. She only brought me 3. I know they have hundreds of veils, but she only brought me 3 based on her recommendations per picture I gave to her of the dress. So she's like, okay, well, let's just try the last one on. I mean, you never know. I said, you never know, but if it's out of these 3, I already know, okay? So she put on the third one, and I was like, I didn't even want to give her no fluff. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even want to give her no like, oh, maybe, I don't know. What do you think? I was like, nah, that's not it. I said, let's put that first one back on. She said, okay, she knows what she wants. She knows what she wants. I want that first one. So I was like, I saw myself in it. I was like, wow, yeah, the details are nice. That price tag wasn't nice. That price tag wasn't nice. I said, how much is it? And when she told me the price of that veil, I was like, honey, I said, just write it down so that when my dress comes in December, it's coming soon, y'all. It's coming soon. When my dress comes in, I want to try it on with that veil, and that will be the determining factor of whether I bite the bullet or if I pass it up. So, my goodness, everything is just happening so fast. It feels like sometimes when you're not doing something every day, it builds up. But it seems like you're really pacing yourself. But as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm really telling you, like, in a nutshell, like, everything that's happened, and it feels like, oh my God, it feels so overwhelming because I'm saying it all right now, but I'm cool. I'm cool with the planning. Like, everything is happening as it should, and I'm not stressed out about it at all. So don't worry about your girl. Don't worry about your girl. We good. And also, before I get into this next part, do y'all like my shirt? I made it myself, y'all. I have a little shop, okay? It is on my Linktree. I'll put the link below. And it's just like a whole little bride-to-be collection that I'm putting together for people in my community, brides-to-be. If you just need some apparel or something that just like identifies you as the bride, and it's something that's cute and fashionable, it's something that I'm working on. I'm kind of like putting some stuff together. I'm seeing things that I'm inspired by, and I'm recreating certain things. It's just like, something that I feel I can connect with y'all on. And I've ordered samples, and the quality is really good. So please make sure you go to the link in my description for my Linktree, and you get to see all my stuff there. I'm an author. I have books, and I do music. I have stuff on Spotify. You'll see all about me up in there. Also, notebook. Let's see how it matches the notebook with the shirt, and then this cute little fanny pack. Fanny pack, shirt, notebook. There are other items on there that don the same design. You can have a whole like glass cup sandals. Like, what do you need, girl? I got you. Okay. So go check it out. Okay, now we're gonna get back into this. I said about the veil that I was going to wait until my dress comes in to try it on to determine if that was going to be it, if I was going to purchase it or not. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. My dress is supposed to come in December, and I'm really, really excited because I want to be able to talk to the seamstress myself and tell her exactly all of the alterations that I need made. It's not just a hem, baby. It's a couple different things. I'm switching some things in out, and I'm switching some things in. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to be. It's a little custom, okay? It's customized. It's gonna be customized to your girl. So I'm really excited to start that process. Oh my God. Whew. It is real, y'all. It's real. It's real. Okay, what else happened? So then, other than my mom's dress, oh my gosh, so we had a situation with the bridesmaids dresses. So without getting into too much detail, because it was kind of my fault, I needed to make sure that the colors were on par with the theme and with the styling that I had done. And we had bought a couple dresses, and we needed to really take a step back and see, like, is this what we want, the look that we want? And we determined, my fiance and I determined that that was a no. And we really went back into the drawing board, and not too deeply, because as soon as I went into my Pinterest board, I was like, wow, this new color is sticking out. It's in everything. It runs through every theme, through every pin. And I was like, why didn't I pick this color to begin with? So pick the color, and now all three of us are going to go back to the store and get the right dresses in the right color, and then we'll be all good. I'm sorry, y'all. I know. I was stressed out when I had to break them the news. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I can't. I can't. And this one, it just looks so much better. It looks so much prettier. It's so May. And I love it. So it is what it is. Also, because we had now finalized that color with the bridesmaids dresses, then I started to see some things, some examples of wedding invitations and how to style them, and different little touches and textures and stuff to add if you want to DIY it yourself. And so we had already ordered a few samples of invitations months ago. I mean, almost immediately, like when we first started planning, we ordered some invitations. And so we had gone through a few before we settled on one that we really liked. And so I kind of just left the one that we liked, just kind of sitting out so I can look at it every now and then and see, like, do I still feel the same way about this, a couple months from now than I did, a few months ago when I first got it? And the answer was yes. So now it was like, oh, how do we make it look special, So found some stuff on YouTube, and we started playing around with some things. And so I can't wait to show that to y'all. Like, that's going to come a little bit later down the road, because I need to, like, when it's time to mail out the invitations and people start to get them, then I'll put the video up, because I know people are watching this. And so don't want to give anything away, girl. Okay. Another sip. Okay, so invitations, we kind of been playing around with that. And then what else came next after the invitations? Then we started looking at shoes. So my fiance's been looking at shoes for himself, and I'm really impressed by his selection of shoes. Even some things that I would not have thought he would have worn. But the more I sat with it, the more I was like, yeah, whatever you want to do, boo, it's your day. But who am I to tell you I don't want you to wear this shoe? And then I kind of felt like it wasn't fair. Like I'm helping him look for jackets and stuff like that, but you can't see nothing on me. But today we went out. Now it's Thanksgiving weekend. Okay, it's Thanksgiving weekend. Keep that in mind. We went out to run an errand. We went to IKEA, got a couple things because I plan to do some things over in my office, with this next coming year, just to make things a little bit more cozy, a little bit more, video friendly. We're working on some stuff, y'all. We're working on some stuff. And so we went to IKEA, got some stuff, and then we went to the mall. So the reason why we went to the mall is because as he's been looking for shoes, I've been looking for shoes. And we want the best, designer shoes out there. We want some good stuff. But I had to come to the realization that my ankles are not going to last in those like extremely expensive designer shoes. My ankles are not going to have it. They said, oh girl, no. And so I was like, I need to find something a bit more practical than that. Something that looks beautiful, something that goes with the dress. And so now, I'm on all up and down Pinterest, y'all. And then I'm on Nordstrom's and Macy's. And what I realized was I know that I need a block heel, a nice mid-length block heel. And last night I found the prettiest block heel that I could find. There were so many different variations of it, but I looked up Bagley Mischka, and Bagley Mischka is a designer, and they have amazing wedding shoes and sandals, open toe, closed toe shoes for your big day. And so I've heard really, really great reviews on them. People find the shoes very comfortable. And I was like, oh, if that's the case, I need to order this. Now, we went into Nordstrom because a lot of the reviews were saying stuff about like if you have wide feet, then it might be difficult for you to wear this shoe, or order a size up or order a size down. I know that the Nordstrom's by me does not have this shoe in stock. But what I wanted to do was try on other Bagley Mischka shoes with that same heel level, and also in the sizes, which would be either a 9.5 or 10. Okay, that's my shoe size, y'all. And so I'm like, okay, we went into the mall. Macy's has some Bagley Mischkas, but I didn't like their selection. So we walked down to Nordstrom's, and I tried on a couple of heels that had similar structure and heel height, and it was a block heel. And I tried on a 9.5 and I tried on a 10, and the 9.5 really fit true to size. And so I realized that the 10 gave me a little bit more of a flip-flop feeling in the heel of my shoe because the back is open. And so I was like, yeah, the 9.5 looks better. I shot some video. Actually, the fiance shot some video, and I'm posting it here because I had to walk around in the 9.5 and in the 10, just to see what I really wanted. And then one was a nude shoe, and the other one was an ivory shoe, like a white shoe. And I was going back and forth last night on like, do I want the ivory shoe or do I want the nude shoe? And I chose the nude shoe because nude is just so beautiful, especially when you have something that sparkles on it, but also you can wear it again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm going to wear that stark white shoe to after the wedding. And as much as I'm paying for these shoes, I've got to get some use out of them. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, let's go with the 9.5. And the guy that was there that helped us, poor thing, he was like, do you want me to order it from here? Because even though they didn't have the shoe in stock, they could order it online. And I said, well, Bagley Mischka's website is having a sale, 25% off. And he thought that they could price match. And so I got all excited. And his boss told him that they can't price match on an internet code. So I was like, oh wow. They were like, I'm so sorry. And I was like, honestly, I'm sorry for y'all because Bagley Misha is gonna get the coin, not y'all. And they were like, ooh, true. I was like, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry you missed out on commission because the shoe, let's just say, was like $255. But when we put in that code on Bagley Mishka's website as we were standing in Nordstrom's, it came out to like $190. Your girl saved almost $70 on her wedding shoes. That's going back into the budget, okay? So sorry, but I got to save them coins, okay? Shoot. Can't be getting every damn dollar out this damn wedding. Let me tell you something. Weddings are expensive. Weddings are expensive and stuff adds up. But if you can get a deal, please get the deal. And I don't know, this might have been a Black Friday deal for Bagley Mishka. And I could have waited. We're 6 months away. It seems like it's like far, but it's really not. And I could have waited a little bit longer, but I was like, I'm going to take advantage of this sale. Okay. And then, speaking of which, while we were at the mall, I was like, let's stop in Zales and look at wedding bands. Okay. So we stop in Zales, and the lady asks us, how she can help us. We're here for wedding bands. Okay. She brings us right to the area. And she's like, ladies first. She wants to see my ring. She's like, oh, that's the Disney ring. And I was like, yes, the Anastasia one. And so she pulls out this beautiful ring that was curved, because if you can see my ring, it has these prongs here, where it sticks out like that. And so we can't get a ring that goes straight across. It's like it has to curve with the structure of the engagement ring. And so it was kind of like, okay, well, let's just see what you have, because what she gave us was nice. It was very dainty. That's what it was. I can take dainty, but it was very dainty. It was like I could stick it between my teeth kind of dainty. I was like, if that's all you got, And so she's pulling out some more stuff, and she's asking us what our budget is for the rings. We tell her, and I say, I split it down the middle. And so, his ring, my ring, for this much each. And so she's like, okay. And some of the nice ones, the nicer ones that she gave us were my side of the budget was a little bit more than what his was when she was giving me these rings. I was like, okay. So we tried them on. I took pictures, and I was just like, wow, we're sitting here looking at our wedding bands. And she's like, it's up to 20% off, 20 to 30% off because of the Black Friday sale. And I was like, oh, wow, we got to get the rings now. I mean, we just pull it from the budget. You know what I'm saying? We know we have to get them, and it's there. So, we got our wedding bands today. I was like, wow, y'all, we got the wedding bands. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh. And so when he looked at his rings, I don't know what it is, but women's rings are just so much more, I guess, expensive or whatever. But he wanted a specific ring, like, something that wasn't too flashy, something that was more him. And he found the perfect one, and I was able to get what I wanted to get based on his selection. I'll keep it like that. So I ordered my wedding shoes at a discount of 25% today. And we also ordered our wedding bands at a 20% discount today, because we went during Black Friday. And I hate to admit this to y'all, but it was not intentional. Like, I did not think we should get our stuff on Black Friday. Everything we need to get it on Black Friday. It was just something I was like, oh, let's go try on the shoes, and then maybe I can order, or, oh, let's stop in Zales. it just happened to be, and I'm glad that we lucked up on those savings. So that's really, really cool. And that made me feel really good about doing wedding stuff. Like me going with my mom to try on her dress and for me to try on veils got me back in the spirit of wedding stuff. Me and Irvin going to look at wedding bands. It was crazy because I'm thinking that she's showing me something I haven't seen before, but because I haven't been in my Pinterest board for wedding bands for a minute, because it wasn't immediately on my list, I didn't even realize it until she was already ringing us up, because I was like, wait, let me go back into my Pinterest board and see what are the rings that I liked and what was like, standing out to me that I pinned from the Zales website. And believe it or not, it was the same type of rings. We were on the same page. So I was like, oh, I'm glad. Always refer back to your vision board to make sure that you're still within that vision. And I was like, oh, that's perfect, because that's exactly what I wanted. Also, because Irvin got my engagement ring from Zales, every 6 months you get a cleaning and an inspection, and they inspect your your diamonds and your stones and everything to make sure everything is there. If it's not, they'll replace it. And also because we have the lifetime warranty, and also they do a cleaning. And so I was overdue for a cleaning, so she did my cleaning today. So it's doing a little bit of a sparkle dance that it hasn't done in a while. Okay. And then my next one in the next 6 months will be in May, right in time for the wedding. Okay, perfect. So that was lovely. Also, hair. Oh my God. Okay, hair. Okay, guys. Okay. So I've been pinning a bunch of different styles. Okay. I don't know exactly what hairstyle I'm going to get, but I've settled on one for trial. And so I found a hair salon by me, a Black-owned salon, and I went there. My mom goes there, and I went there and because I just wanted to see what their environment was like, how they do their business, and also build a rapport with the head stylist who would be doing my wedding trials and potentially my wedding hair. And so I just went for a regular, wash and condition and blow out and curl and whatever. And so I wanted the owner specifically because she was going to be doing it. And we have mutual people that we know. So, and we also remember each other from years ago from going to the same, schools. So I was really excited to talk wedding hair with her as she was doing my hair. And she asked to see some pictures, and I'll throw something up here just to kind of give you guys an idea of some things that I was looking at. And she was just like loving a lot of these different looks. And so she told me that I did need to have my whatever hair piece, whatever thing that I'm going to put in my hair prior to my bridal hair trial, so that she can fix it to be in whatever style it's going to be. So I said, okay. So that made me switch gears into getting my headpiece, because I was like, I've got to secure a hairstylist and a makeup artist. Okay. So when I secure the hair, then I can start to talk to her about, does she have any recommendations for, any referrals for a makeup artist that she's worked with in the past, because it's important to me that everyone works as a team and that people know each other and that there's no tension, that everyone is on one accord. We want peace back there in the bridal suites, okay? We don't want no drama. We don't want nobody stepping on nobody's toes. We don't want no tension. We don't want no attitudes. We want peace and tranquility, okay? That's all I ask for in the world, is just give me peace and give me tranquility on that day. And so I feel like when you find vendors that have worked with other people before and they recommend them, then they have a good relationship prior to that. And you'd be happy to have people that can work with each other and who have worked with each other before. So that's really important. So I will talk to her about that after I secure her for my wedding hair, because I just think it's professional and it's thoughtful to, I'm not going to go in there and ask her for a referral and I haven't even booked her. Like, what does that even look like? Okay. So, got wedding hair out the way. Makeup. So I've had people ask me, am I going to do my makeup? Am I going to get someone else to do my makeup? And people are generally surprised when I say I'm going to get someone else to do my makeup, because I do my makeup so well, and I like the way that I do my makeup, and a lot of other people do. I know that I have seen people do makeup flawlessly, honey, and I'm like, I'm still learning certain things. But I'm like, not on that day. I'm not trying to do nothing. Like, well, I need y'all to understand, your girl's not trying to do nothing. Nothing. I'm not trying to do my own hair. I'm not trying to do my own makeup. Listen, I might try to help you put on my own shoes, but even that, I feel like that might even be a struggle. I might, thank you so much. Thank you. I'd do it myself if I could, but like, there's certain things that you just don't, I'm kidding y'all, but there's certain things that I just don't think you should do, even if you know how to do it, unless you're really just trying to save a buck. And plus, I like to give back to Black-owned businesses. And I was very, and I say Black-owned businesses because I would like to hire, a Black makeup artist to do my makeup, because I just feel like, they're so used to our complexions, and it's been difficult trying to find certain makeup artists online in my area that do Black makeup, because I'll click on anybody's makeup profile. If you're an artist, doesn't matter what you look like. But the problem is, most of the people who don't look like me don't have pictures of women who look like me in their portfolios. So that's why I'm like, if I can hone in on those who specialize in my skin and my complexion, then that's what I want for my day. People who look like me, and people who get it. So we talked about hair, we talked about makeup, we talked about dress, shoes. Sometimes I go back and look at my dress. I try not to look at it often, because I don't want to start feeling any kind of way like, oh, did I make the right decision? Like, and start having any regrets. And so I looked at the dress and I was like, yeah, I made a really good decision. I made a really good decision. And I can't wait to show y'all that video of, me trying on the dress, but that's going to come much later, y'all. Because the whole day was just so beautiful that I think back on it and I'm just like, yeah, I got to show y'all in order of what happened. And, after we've had the wedding, I'll show you the options that I had, and how the dress originally looked. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. If you're getting married, if you're a bride, even if you're not a bride, where are you in your wedding planning process? Leave a comment below. Let me know what you're up to. What have you done so far? What are you looking forward to? What are you doing, girl and guy? You know what I mean? I'm also looking forward to that tasting. That tasting ain't happening for a minute though. I'm like, I just want to taste the food. I already have a general idea of what we want. And looking at the menu, there's going to be so much food. There's going to be so much food. Everyone will be over satisfied. But, I think it's just the process of doing things and checking things off the list make you feel accomplished. It makes you feel like you're getting closer and closer. Wedding songs. Ooh, child. I've been listening to wedding songs. I've been trying to figure out what. I already had a list made, and the list still stands. Okay, it still stands. But we've also had to determine whether we're going to do certain things. Like, are we going to do a bouquet toss? Are we not going to do bouquet toss? Are we going to do the garden? Like, what? Are we not going to do certain things? And just thinking about like, what songs do you want your parents to walk out to? What songs is the bridal party gonna walk out to? Like, is it dope enough? Is it nice enough? Is it classy enough? There's just little things that run through my head when I'm thinking about this stuff. Like, what is the general overall feeling that we want to have and that we want people to feel when they come to our wedding? We want people to be excited. You know what I mean? We want people to feel like they came dressed in their best and that they are there to celebrate us first and foremost, child. Celebrate us, but also feel good in the process. Feel good. You look good. You feel good. So looking forward to that. I some sad news. Something that I had to go through that wasn't particularly fun during the wedding process was a couple weeks ago. I'm like, why are my eyes burning? A couple weeks ago, I lost my uncle. And it was out of nowhere. And so I was involved in a lot of the planning, and it was very, very, very like heartbreaking. And so I was very sad, of course, but not selfishly, but just thinking about him being, not being at my wedding. When I counted for him to be at the wedding, I have him on my guest list, and going back into that guest list and doing table arrangements and stuff like that and seeing his name there had been very difficult. So I just ripped the Band-Aid off and I had to remove my uncle from the guest list. And that was really sad. So it was not something that I was expecting when we started on this journey. Life is just so short, and it really does make you cherish every moment that you have with people that you love. It really brings you down to reality that, tomorrow's not promised. So live your life today as if there is no tomorrow, and love those who you love so well, and be loved. And I think that that's the lesson that I learned out of this whole thing. And so jumping back into wedding stuff, I already had planned to have a memorial table, or wherever they set those things up. But I had never planned to have his picture there. And I think that was like really hard. That was really, really hard. It's like my favorite uncle, yo. And so then I started, I had already made a Pinterest board for memorials. I have some other people that I've lost in the past, friends, family. But then I was like, this is a lot more significant because it's fresher. And now I need to be cognizant of like, how much do I want to, like, what do I want to do in this memorial section so that it's appropriate for, the amount of pictures that will be there. It won't be that many, but there will be some there. And I think I wasn't expecting to have that type of emotional reaction to the memorial because, the people that had passed on in my life had passed on so long ago that I had had time to heal in the best way that I could from that kind of stuff. But because this one is so fresh, it was just like, whew, I'm not ready. I gotta take my time with that one, y'all. Like, I don't even know if I could do a whole video on that, but I'm gonna get it together and it's gonna be nice. But I gotta put that one down for a second and move on to some things that, bring even more joy. So, it's life is just so funny. Things happen for a reason. And, we've had to, make some changes with the lineup, and, things happen, and it happened. It is what it is. That's all I can say, y'all. It is what it is, you know. And we're gonna have an amazing wedding, and it's going to be so beautiful. And I'm really looking forward to it. The more things that we do, that's wedding related, the happier I feel about, you know, this. And I'm not saying happy about this. I said that wrong, y'all. It's not the more happier I feel about this. It's like the happier I feel while doing this. You know, like I know it's leading up to something great, but I always want to, like, I want to keep feeling that excitement, because why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're brides up in here. We're brides. We deserve to feel like special. You know what I'm saying? Not just on that day, but, you know, throughout the whole process. Because, you know, we work hard with our fiancés on putting this large, life-changing event together. We work hard. People don't realize it. Even like getting a save the date and like, you know, be honored. You got that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people that want to be in that seat that unfortunately are not able to be because we're capped. You know what I'm saying? So the ones who are coming, I know that they feel honored to come. I know that they do, and I feel honored to have them. So we're gonna have a really good time. Again, I have like a bunch of things, you know, written down that I'm going to talk about. I can't wait to get into this branding with y'all, because the branding is fun. That is so much fun. Like putting together our engagement video, I'll put a link above. But the engagement video was so dope. And the photo shoot was so dope. And when I go back and when I tell you I had to change the color of the dresses, I go back and I look at not just the Pinterest board, but also the engagement shoot and the colors that were sticking out to me there. It all goes together. You know what I'm saying? Like there's an accent color that just brings everything all together. And I absolutely love that. So we'll get into that in another video. Okay, so again, guys, I don't want to keep you long. I just feel like I had to sit down on the couch today, okay? I had to sit down on the couch today because I just wanted to connect with y'all, talk to y'all, chat, okay? And just give y'all a quick wedding update. We are already, like, Christmas is in a couple weeks. Wow, this year went by, okay? It went by. Sheesh. Oh, and by the way, you guys, you can't take videos inside of the jewelry stores, okay? This girl didn't realize that. And someone is like, can't take videos. So I have some videos that I posted up here. That was a little sneak peek. But I want y'all to see how this stuff sparkles. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just put like a random picture up and you're like, oh, that's a nice shape of a ring. Like, I wanted y'all to see the sparkle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I wanted y'all to see that. Okay, anyway, guys, thank y'all for sitting here and listening to me throughout this entire wedding planning video update, okay? If you made it this far, I love you. Thank you so much. Please make sure you're subscribed. Please make sure you click the bell so you're notified every time I drop a video, and like and share. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video. And don't forget to go to the link below in my description so you can see my shop on my link tree and get you some bride to be apparel. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.